This is your news source evening bulletin for today, Tuesday, the 9th day of December in the year 2025. I'm Gordon Mosley reporting, and here's what we're tracking tonight. The government of Guyana today signed a production sharing agreement with Seabel Energy Limited out of Ghana, paving the way for the company to be issued with its petroleum exploration agreement for oil exploration and production. As part of the agreement, the company has agreed to pay a signing bonus of $17 million, which is $7 million more than the sum proposed by the government for the shallow water offshore block. Minister of Natural Resources Vikram Bharat, in his address at the signing ceremony, said the agreement marks another significant milestone for the country, particularly its ever-evolving petroleum sector.
But I'm happy to say that we're at this juncture where we are signing this agreement with a company that has done well worldwide, especially in the continent of Africa. And to say that with this signing this morning, I believe that we will have an agreement, or we will have a company from every single continent in the world operating in Guyana.
Seabel Energy is an exploration and production company that operates across Africa, the US, and the Caribbean, with global partnerships including well expertise from Norway.
Because for shallow blocks, the minimum signing bonus is actually 10 million. But I'm very happy that the team would have negotiated 15 million with Total Consortium and now 17 million with Cybele. That's a total of $32 million in signing bonus to just 2 shallow water blocks, which is quite commendable.
It was explained that in bidding for the shallow water block, Seabel had proposed a signing bonus of $17 million. And in the negotiations, the company agreed to have the sum remain at $17 million. Minister Barrett said the Natural Resources Ministry looks forward to working with Seabel Energy as it fulfills its work program in keeping with the Petroleum Activities Act. The agreement features modernized fiscal terms, including a 10-year royalty rate, a 10% corporate tax rate, a reduced cost recovery ceiling, and a 50-50 profit oil split between the governments of Guyana and Seabel Energy. The terms align with the updated model production sharing agreement for the shallow water blocks. Chief Executive Officer of Seabel Energy, Beatrice Amansau Tayu, said the signing of the PSA signals the government's confidence in women leadership, and Seabel, as a woman-led company, will do right by Guyana.
We are standing on history. Today, Guyana has made history. Today, Guyana has taken a bold step in the advancement of women. Guyana has taken a bold step in its initiative for the girl child. And I want to applaud the leadership of this country. So on behalf of Cybele Energy, I express a heartfelt congratulations and appreciation for the leadership and the governance of a country that sees fit to put the talent of women on a platform in such an industry as oil and gas.
Acknowledging the work of the Ministry of Natural Resources, Mensa Tayu said the negotiation process for the exploration license was seamless, though rigorous. She assured that the oil company will execute its mandate in accordance with that PSA and global standards and will deliver on its corporate social responsibilities.
The vision is to continue to uphold safety and to respect the environment that has been gifted in the country of Guyana. Today we stand in a position to make change. We have a robust CSR program. Our corporate social responsibility will make sure that we work with the communities that we serve. Our local content will be intentional.
Block S7, which was awarded to Cybele in October 2023 based on the 2022 licensing round, has a conservative estimate of 400 million barrels of recoverable oil. It is located 50 kilometers from ExxonMobil's Liza 1 and 2 fields. Cybele is expected to commence work immediately. More news coming up in just a moment.
It all starts with one. Maybe it's one look. You know the one. Or one touch. Even one word. It can start with one step. Or one promise. One thrill. One first time. One deep breath. One leap of faith. One day to remember. Or one night to forget. One moment. So many stories that make up one crazy, average, everyday, fabulous life. We get one life. Just one. Make your move. It all starts with one.
Your own home is so much more than just four walls, floors, and ceilings. It's a lifetime of great memories and stories. Come talk to us and start your journey home today.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Every year somebody wins, but this year?
This year is my turn.
I'm going big. 48,000? Easy, that's 6 coupons.
Smart and fast. My win is just a scan away. Oh, and I take in that fridge too.
This is the winning one.
This year, the win is mine.
Shop $8,000 or more at any 6 Massey stores, and you'll get a chance to win our grand prize, the brand new 2025 Hyundai Creta, plus amazing consolation prizes. Massey stores, our family serving your family.
I'm sorry, I couldn't take any more of your gaslighting. Just go. I got burned too many times. I went to Quartz and found myself a new flame.
Say goodbye to your old appliances and hello to new ones from Quartz, bringing Christmas home.
Make this Christmas happen for everyone this year with Republic Bank. Make this Christmas happen with Republic Bank this year.
Well, President Irfan Ali today announced that there will be a clampdown on the driver's license system, and those persons who may have obtained their driver's license without completing the requisite tests will have 6 weeks to make themselves known and go through the proper system. Speaking this morning at the Guyana Police Force's annual Christmas breakfast event, President Ali stated that the introduction of technology in the system has allowed for the detection of discrepancies. He said it has been revealed that more persons have been receiving pass grades and practical certification without fully completing the process. The president said those who may have cheated the system must now make it right.
And in the areas where there's discrepancies, and we have found it, we have all the names of persons who got a practical paper but never passed the theoretical exam. And we're going to give those persons in the public domain 6 weeks to surrender themselves and go through back the process, or after that we're going to publish all the names in the newspaper, suspend the license and prosecute them.
President Ali said corruption in the system must be stamped out and all parties involved should be prosecuted. He said the government of Guyana will deploy data and technological assets on a full scale to ensure the system remains tight.
So we can tell and we have been able to tell because of the system. All those who wrote the theoretical exam and passed, and that is the only way you can move forward to the practical exam. And we can tell you all those who got a practical certificate, and then all those who actually got a license at GRE. So we've been able to triangulate the entire process, and we understand the discrepancies within the whole process. Because if you have 150 people passing the theory, but 400 people getting the practical certificate, something is wrong. You agree with me? And we're going to make those findings available so the system would understand.
The president also told the police officers that a system both at the level of the Guyana Police Force and the Guyana Revenue Authority must be revamped to ensure greater accountability in the issuance of driver's license. With Trinidad and Tobago's Prime Minister Cabinet Prasad Bessessa indicating that her country is in discussion with Guyana to supply Guyana with doctors, Opposition Member of Parliament Ganesh Mahipal is demanding answers on the arrangement. Today, Mr. Mahipal told News Source that he will soon be submitting a list of questions to the National Assembly, with the hope of getting clarity from the Minister of Health, Dr. Frank Anthony, on the contractual arrangements to hire Trinidadian doctors to work in the local public healthcare sector. Mr. Mahipal wants information on the medical specialization of the doctors, the number to be hired, and for what period, in addition to information on their expected salaries, allowances, and benefits.
I am asking these questions because based on the oath I took as a member of parliament, it is my duty to protect the people's money, defend the integrity of local professionals, and guarantee transparency. The country deserves this information because the decisions being made will affect national spending, public health care, and the lives of every Guyanese citizen.
The APNU Member of Parliament said in the interest of transparency, the government must also provide to the nation the information on the associated costs, including housing, transportation, insurance, or relocation support, and to state clearly whether those will be funded by the government.
Local doctors, nurses, and medical graduates have a right to know whether they were bypassed, ignored, or undervalued. The opposition must advocate on their behalf. Local medical professionals need to know whether foreign recruitment will limit their jobs, promotions, training opportunities, or career growth. And it is most unfortunate that Guyanese have to find out about this arrangement from a foreign country, more so the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago.
The opposition MP said the people of Guyana have every right to full disclosure on the matter, especially given the financial, professional, and societal implications. He said transparency must be the foundation of any decision involving foreign recruitment within the country's healthcare sector. Let's tell you now that the Guyana Civil Aviation Authority, in partnership with Air Cadets Guyana and the University of Guyana, today launched an Air Transport Cadets program, which is designed to train the next generation of aviation professionals. The Air Transport Cadets program targets youths between the ages of 11 to 16 years through extracurricular aviation studies. Based on the program design, teenagers 16 years and older would be provided with the opportunity to advance to the next level of training, vocational and professional training. President Irfan Ali said the Air Transport Cadets program will help to bolster the country's aviation sector.
This is not an initiative by accident or chance. In aviation language, we are clearing a new flight path for our nation's future. And this initiative is integral to our plans to build a stronger aviation sector.
The president also said the Air Transport Cadets program is a powerful partnership that involves the Guyana Civil Aviation Authority, the International Cadets of the United Kingdom, the Air Cadets of Guyana, and the University of Guyana.
They have each brought their expertise, their vision, and their commitment to this critical mission. To all of them, I say thank you. Thank you for believing in Guyana's potential. Thank you for investing in our most precious resource, our people. Together, we are building a crew for a journey of national transformation.
Meanwhile, Director General of the Guyana Civil Aviation Authority, retired Lieutenant Colonel Egbert Field, said the program was long in the making and it took tremendous partnership to bring it to fruition. He said the initiative will give children an opportunity to learn about the aviation sector and various career pathways in the sector.
Children, youth, you have an opportunity. There has never been an opportunity like this in Guyana. His Excellency stood here and spoke about it. You have an opportunity, and it's to grasp it with both hands. To grasp it and not waste the time.
He also said the Civil Aviation Authority is a model for the region, thanks to the investments in the sector.
When we talk about the GCAA, the Civil Aviation Authority, I can tell you it's a model for our region because of the way they operate, the way they work, and this is great. Congratulations. This is also something that's related to planning and having the vision. Integrating the planning of the aviation sector as a means for development of other economic sectors. It's about environmental sustainability. It's about promoting innovation in our sector, not only with technology, but also how we regulate, how we do oversight. But also a fundamental element is about attracting, developing, and retaining the human talent that we need.
The program is expected to be rolled out in 2026 under the theme Sustaining Guyana's Future Through the Next Generation.
Your own home is so much more than just four walls, floors, and ceilings. It's a lifetime of great memories and stories. Come talk to us and start your journey home today.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Washi. Hi people. Washing made so easy since I found Washi. Washing me use wash me clothes and I can say Washi soap powder wash clothes so nice. Washi soap powder leave your clothes color bright. Washi soap powder leave me clothes smelling nice, of course. So give thanks to Washi soap powder for doing my laundry right. Keep my clothes color bright. Have my clothes smelling nice for sure. I could not ask for more. Comes in lemon and original. It is a washing machine in a pack. Washi soap powder wash clothes so nice. Washi soap powder leave your clothes color bright. Washi soap powder have my clothes smelling nice, of course.
Distributors located in the Stabrook Market.
Your business is built on hard work, vision, and the drive to succeed. At GBTI, we understand what it takes to grow. That's why we offer Grow, a small business service designed to help your business expand, adapt, and reach its full potential. From new opportunities to new milestones, we're here to support you every step of the way. Grow from GBTI. Progress starts here.
Hi, my name is Stephen Jacobs, Minister within the Ministry of Culture, Youth and Sport. Health and fitness is the heart of a strong nation. And when we have strong Guyanese citizens, it helps with discipline and also productivity, and also a long-lasting life for you. So, for that reason, I'm endorsing the Energy Conference run on the 15th of February, 2026. See you there.
Jamaica is currently in the recovery and restoration phase following the devastation caused by Hurricane Melissa in late October. And according to the Director General of the Office of Disaster Preparedness and Emergency Management in Jamaica, Commander Alvin Gill, his country is grateful to Guyana and the Guyana Defense Force for all the support being given. In an interview with News Source from Jamaica Today, Commander Gill said while much of the work is still to be done, initial work to restore electricity, water and telephone services have been moving full speed ahead, with support from the Guyana Defense Force.
The Guyanese Defense Force is in country. They have already done their assessments and they've started already that reconstruction process in the most hit communities in Western Jamaica. The government of Ghana has also, notwithstanding the significant effort to restore 200 homes, have also delivered to the Jamaican people relief supply items. And the government and people of Jamaica remain grateful for that particular assistance.
He hailed the efforts of the government of Guyana and the members of the GDF, who have been underground assisting with recovery efforts. He also noted that in addition to relief supplies, the Guyana government has also pledged to restore 200 homes. Just last week, Guyana dispatched its third tranche of emergency relief supplies and other items to Jamaica since the hurricane hit the island. The supplies include wood and zinc sheeting to rebuild 200 roofs, as well as mattresses, water tanks, and rice. And there are now more than 40 members of the Guyana Defense Force in Jamaica assisting with the rebuilding efforts. Captain Coast Guard of the Guyana Defense Force, Vernon Burnett, told News Source from Jamaica that the Guyana Defense Force contingent has been busy at work since their arrival in Jamaica.
The government of the Cooperative Republic of Guyana initiated a comprehensive relief and reconstruction mission. This mission, I would say, underscores Guyana's commitment to regional cooperation and mutual aid within the Caribbean community. The mission transitioned from immediate relief to substantial targeted reconstruction project based on a direct presidential commitment. In the initial phase, we had a first phase was the handing over of several relief items a few weeks ago. And after the president visited His Excellency, our president, Dr. Mohamed Irfan Ali, visited Jamaica with that high-powered CARICOM team, he made a commitment to the rebuilding of 200 roofs of family homes.
Hurricane Melissa was one of the worst to ever hit the island of Jamaica in recent times. Recovery and restoration efforts remain strong and could be ongoing for several months. The president has touted Guyana's readiness to supply food to the region next year, as he made a pitch to Grenada's Prime Minister Declan Mitchell to look to Guyana to fill his country's food gap. Speaking last evening at the opening of the Grenadian consulate in Guyana, President Ali said Guyana is building out an expansive food system, not just to feed itself, but to also become a global supplier of food to the region and wider afield.
And we hope that in the first quarter of next year, our two sides can sit down and sign an elaborate bilateral agreement where Guyana can be an important and your most trusted partner in supplying quality, consistent food at consistent prices for Grenada. I want to bring to your attention that we are investing in infrastructure, we're investing in the technology, we're investing in some of the best international players to build out this food system, and we hope that with your insightful leadership, we will be able to sign a long-term agreement.
Additionally, the president hailed the opening of the Grenadian consulate here, saying it represents a more dynamic and meaningful collaboration. He said the office will serve as a channel where the two nations will communicate in areas of interest.
There remains tremendous untapped potential in the relationship between our two countries. Potential that can be realized through deliberate collaboration, sustained engagement, and visionary leadership. One of the most promising areas of deeper partnership is tourism. Both Guyana and Grenada possess vibrant, distinctive tourism products that reflect our natural beauty, cultural richness, and diverse heritage. Yet, these products are different enough to complement rather than compete with each other.
Ali said the two nations can also jointly explore tourism, stating that they have already moved in that direction through the launching of flights between Guyana and Grenada.
In recent times, Guyana and Grenada have taken several important steps toward advancing such bilateral cooperation. One of the most significant was the arrival last year in Guyana of a trade and investment mission from Grenada. That mission, comprising government representatives, business leaders, and sector specialists, made it clear that Guyana is firmly on Grenada's radar as a partner in economic development.
Meanwhile, the Prime Minister of Grenada, Decon Mitchell, said that Guyana has always stood tall on progressive thinking and growth within the region and in the Western Hemisphere. For Grenada, he said it was important to forge a closer relationship with Guyana, and the decision was taken within his own country to solidify that relationship.
I'm indeed honored that we are taking far more concrete and deliberate steps to ensure that we foster closer diplomatic, political, and economic ties on a bilateral level with Guyana. I don't need to talk about what is happening here. I think we all know. And so the immense opportunities that are available for enhancing the economic partnership within CARICOM, led by Guyana, is something that we should continue to champion, and it is something that we should continue to promote.
Guyana and Grenada have shared diplomatic ties for several years. The Guyana Police Force announced today that in partnership with the National Data Management Authority, it has introduced a new enforcement capability under the Safe Road Intelligence System, which will now automatically detect and flag illegal third-lane driving, a dangerous practice that has long contributed to congestion and public frustration across the country's roadways. In a statement, the police force said using upgraded video analytics, the system now identifies vehicles that misuse inside lanes to bypass traffic. The technology captures high-definition video evidence, including vehicle speed, lane position, and license plate information, which will be used as evidence by the police to pursue dangerous driving charges. The police force said for years members of the public have raised concern about motorists abusing turning lanes to create an illegal third lane, especially during high traffic periods. The behavior, the police force said, not only causes collisions and near misses, but also increases gridlock for those law-abiding road users. Two persons lost their lives tragically this afternoon in another accident along the Soesdijk-Linden Highway, this time in the vicinity of Mablissa. According to eyewitnesses, a speeding car slammed into the back of a disabled truck that was parked on the side of the highway, killing the driver of the car and the mechanic who was repairing that disabled truck. Police investigations are ongoing tonight into this latest road accident.
Whether you're heading up the highway or just picking up the kids in Guyana, do it in power and style with the Isuzu MU-X. With the 7 full-size seats, turbo diesel power, and off-road control, Isuzu MU-X is built to handle any family lifestyle. Available at Marix, the authorized Isuzu dealer. Call 226-1306 for more details. Isuzu MU-X, robust, safe, and bold.
Your business is built on hard work, vision, and the drive to succeed. At GBTI, we understand what it takes to grow. That's why we offer Grow, a small business service designed to help your business expand, adapt, and reach its full potential. From new opportunities to new milestones, we're here to support you every step of the way. Grow from GBTI. Progress starts here.
Something new has been growing, and it's now ready for you to pick.
fresh.
Taste the Fruta freshness. Pick the fresh new 200 ml size today. Live Frutiful.
Guyana's economy is rapidly transforming, and we're all part of it. Oil is at the forefront of this development by providing reliable and efficient energy and supporting community development from the very core. 100% of Oil's profit goes back to building schools, roads, and other important infrastructure that connects our cities and towns, providing fuel to domestic, marine, industrial, and aerial transportation. Oil has now repositioned itself as a market leader in the petroleum industry, building a better future for all of us.
Make this Christmas happen for everyone this year with Republic Bank. Make this Christmas happen with Republic Bank this year. Okay, let's do this thing. Okay, let's do this thing. Okay, let's do this thing.
With your regional and international news tonight, I am Svetlana Marshall. In the region, U.S. President Donald Trump continued his threats of land strikes against suspected Venezuelan drug traffickers in an interview published on Tuesday, as Trump administration officials prepare to brief top U.S. lawmakers amid mounting tensions. The Republican president also told Politico that he could extend anti-drug military operations to Mexico and Colombia, speaking in a wide-ranging interview that also took aim at Europe, including another call for Ukrainian elections. His comments in an interview conducted Monday reiterated much of his worldview after releasing a sweeping U.S. strategy roadmap last week, seeking to reframe the country's global role. In the Americas, Trump repeatedly declined to rule out sending American troops into Venezuela as part of an effort to bring down President Nicolas Maduro, saying he did not want to discuss military strategy. Asked if he would consider using force against targets in other countries where the drug trade is highly active, including Mexico and Colombia, he said he would. Cuba denied it had reached out to the United States about what the region would look like without President Nicolas Maduro leading Venezuela, calling the media report false. Cuba Vice Foreign Minister Josefina Vidal told the Associated Press Monday that those alleged discussions, first reported by Reuters on Friday, based on two sources who declined to be identified, did not take place. The Vice Foreign Minister said Cuba rejects as false the press reports that claim alleged contacts between Cuban officials and the United States government to address internal matters that are solely the responsibility of the Venezuelan government. The Trump administration has launched an offensive on alleged drug trafficking boats elsewhere in the Caribbean and Pacific in recent months, killing dozens through targeted missile strikes while accusing Venezuela's Maduro, a key Cuba ally, of profiting from the trade. Cuba has criticized those attacks and accuses the U.S. of seeking a violent overthrow of the Venezuelan government amid the dramatic escalation of U.S. firepower in the Latin American region. And finally tonight, international news. U.S. President Donald Trump has criticized European leaders as weak and suggested the U.S. could scale back support for Ukraine, according to the BBC. In a wide-ranging interview with Politico, he said decaying European countries had failed to control migration or take decisive action to end Ukraine's war with Russia, accusing them of letting Kiev fight until they drop. European leaders have made attempts to carve out a role in the US-led efforts to end the war, which they fear will undercut the long-term interests of the continent in favor of a quick resolution. In response, the UK's Foreign Secretary Yvette Cooper said all she saw in Europe was strength, citing investment in defense as well as funding for Kiev. She added two presidents were working for peace, referring to Trump and the Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky, and one president, President Putin, has so far simply sought to escalate the conflict with further drone and missile attacks. Trump continued to increase pressure on Zelensky to agree to a deal to end the conflict and urged him to play ball by ceding territory to Moscow. Russia launched its full-scale invasion of Ukraine in February 2022. Zelensky, writing on X later on Tuesday, said Ukraine and Europe were working actively on all components of potential steps toward ending the war, that the Ukrainian and the European elements of the plan were now more developed and that Kiev was ready to present them to their partners in the US. And that's your News Source Evening Bulletin for tonight. I'm Svetlana Marshall, wishing you a pleasant evening.